What's up?
What's up? How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Great, great.
All right. So how is lockdown going on for you?
First few days it felt like a holiday,
Right.
and after that it started hitting me. You know, I'm an
Right.
extrovert. I am not designed to be at home, but for the larger group, we all have to obey the rules. So then I realized I'm wasting time. Then I started doing
Yeah.
more. I
Okay.
made
So
peace with
what?
it. I'm not fighting it. I accept that the lockdown is important.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So and
Yeah,
you're in Hyderabad?
yeah. I live in Hyderabad. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what has been the takeaway for you for the last 1 month? A lot of people there
I think there is a
introspecting a lot.
genuine inside me that happened from being an extrovert. What converted into an introvert. Now I'm acting introvert.
So I said, I think some sort of a genetic mutation had happened inside me in this last 1 month. I used to be an extrovert, extreme extrovert,
Right.
and now I'm living an introvert's life. And now I understand what is it to be an introvert, to be by yourself.
Mm.
This is at a very meta level. And another thing is, I realized how all of us, you, me, everyone is truly a global citizen. We're not just Indians. We're not just our religion or our community or whatever. We're like a part of a global family because something happened somewhere in the globe, and all 194 countries have shut down, and everyone, 7 billion people across the globe are sitting at home.
So Zareen Khan is sending you a hi.
Oh, she's here. Oh, hi. What's up, Zari? Good
Right.
to see you here.
Okay. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay. And how's been Allu Arjun? A lot of people they're just constantly inquiring about Allu Arjun
Him,
on this channels.
he's good though. But the thing is, we don't live in the same house. I moved out of my parents' house like a few months back. Been staying alone, so he's there and he's good. He's spending a lot of time with his kids, which he never got the time earlier because of the
Right.
shooting schedules and all that. So he's healthy, sound, and he's primarily been indoor chilling.
Right. And
Yeah,
so we met in January for Ala Vaikuntha Puramlu, and it has become a huge hit now
yeah.
since then, and it's being I think remade in Hindi now.
I heard. I
That's
heard.
what. So
I
there's
think, I was pretty excited for the film to be remade because in Telugu we have a lot of family entertainers. हम यहाँ बहुत सारे family entertainers बनाते हैं जिसमें father son relationship, sibling relationship, mother के sacrifices, community के लिए खुद के ambition को sacrifice करने बहुत सारे themes हम बनाते हैं साउथ में. आजकल मुझे लगा कि हिंदी में ऐसे family entertainers नहीं बना रहे. तो बहुत साल के बाद मुझे लगता है कि लास्ट थिंग आई रिमेम्बर्ड वाज प्रॉब्ली भागबन और वक्त. After that we've not had Prem Ratan Ganpaya. After that we've not had a legit family entertainer. तो मुझे लगता है कि हिंदी ऑडियंस उस पिक्चर को अच्छी तरह से रिसीव करेंगे जब वो रीमेक बनाएगा.
and
Yeah.
apparently you like Imtiaz Ali, and you're a bit disappointed by Love Ajkal.
No, I was not disappointed. I said it fell short of what I expected it to be, but I quite liked it. I said I like the character of Zoya and her confusion and why she's so confused. Like here, all of us have been fed by this whole happily ever after kind of a thing. And then one day she's frustrated. She goes and she tells, "Okay, acha, happy story bana, bata mere ko." And then she just smokes up and she wants to hear something nice. So there are parts of it which I really liked, but I'm saying being a fan, you'll always expect more. So that's all I said, and I realized I'm going to get into trouble for that and deleted the tweet after half an hour. By then, the damage had been done.
Okay, and so Syro Nat is saying hello, Sirish Anna. Very happy to see you. So it's a
Hey,
verified
what's
account.
up, guys? Good to see you all here.
It's a
Great.
verified account,
Gautam,
so maybe
show
I
me
think
your home. Oh, okay. What did the name say? Oh,
Cyronac
okay.
is a verified account, so I think maybe there was
Maybe
something.
yeah. No, probably somebody I know, but I'm not able to place it. Yeah, you were telling me
Okay,
about something?
we'll come to the comments shortly. So now, so it's an interesting profile that you're having, and
Huh?
you started off your journey with as a child artist in Pratibandh, from what I recall.
Huh? Yeah,
That was I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Chiranjeevi sir's movie,
Yep.
and you guys are
Yeah,
family.
he def
So
Yeah, that film was my first film. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was
Right.
doing. It was just I was thrown there and said, "Go do this, do this, do this," and I did it. And I had no understanding. Later in '96, I had, as a child artist, done a film called Maya Bazaar. So by then, I
Yeah.
think I understood a little of acting. By then, I was better, and then I also acted in a tele serial that actually got shelved. It was a Telugu Tamil thing and all that. So by then, I got a little hang of it, but never did I think I'll end up in this profession.
Right. So you've done a few films, and interestingly, you've so far worked in three languages: Tamil, Telugu,
Yep.
and Malayalam.
Malayalam, yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
how's been the experience of working in different languages?
Actually, it was quite different, because I'm totally used to the Tollywood vibe of way how things operate here and all that. Like, for example, Malayalam films are super fast. They finish a whole feature film with songs in 37, 42 days, whereas we would have finished half the film here. So by the time one shot is set, something else is being shot. Like in Telugu or even in Hindi, we have the time we will come, see the monitor, ask for one more, and then, before the next shot is set, we go back to the vanity and come back, fix ourselves. We have this time, but whereas in Malayalam, there's no time. By the time I could come sit in the chair, the whole unit moves, sets up another block. It was like that. Tamil, I was kind of a little more familiar because I grew up in Chennai and I had many friends and all of
You're
that.
born in Chennai.
Yeah, I was born in Chennai, born and raised till my ninth standard. I was there. But again, then see, I can speak Tamil. But one thing is to speak the language, another thing is to act in that language. And we were shooting it twice, once in Telugu, once in Tamil. So it was quite different. The vibe was different. Very few people. I mean, I became friends with people in the set in the process. So initially, when I just landed, I didn't know anybody. Like that. So it was nice. It's different, but it's kind of still the same thing. The same things happen. ADs come up to your door, sir, short ready. 5 minutes, I'm just setting my hair. Same drama everywhere. Any industry is the same thing. ADs are the ones who are always being bunched out in between. So like that. Right. It's fun though. Yeah.
And apparently, you are an executive producer on Gajini.
Yeah. So I was studying BMM. It's like mass comm in Bombay.
Yes.
And then I was doing journalism, by the way. And then then my dad started producing the Hindi version of Gajini. And it started more like a post-college internship. He said, Madhu Mantana is our family friend, more like a cousin. So he's like, why don't you work under him, start interning and learn a few things, maybe you'll find something you like. You're not going to become a journalist anyway. So I said, okay. And it started like an internship. I was working in every department. I didn't take any decision in the film. No decision in the film was mine. I was the interface person between the production and the direction department. And then later towards the release, I worked in the marketing. I worked on the whole campaign of the film. So Madhu Mantana was driving the whole project. And in marketing, he had Ashu Nayak, who's a senior in Quan right now. So it was Madhu, Ashu, and me, So we were primarily the marketing department of the film, from the production house.
So how was the experience of collaborating with Aamir? Because that was, Gajini was one film where I think Aamir was in his element when it comes to marketing. I still remember he went for that haircut for the premiere of Race 2. And everyone was talking about his haircut more than the film itself. And so he was in his element when it came to marketing, and I think Gajini was
that.
Was a benchmark.
It was a team effort actually. It was we had a huge team. Like there was Shilpa and Prabhat from Spice Communication who handled all of Aamir's film marketing. And then there was Madhu, the producer, and he's being a part of the industry, already knew kind of what works and all of that. And Aamir himself was quite involved. Aamir sir, AK sir, we used to call him AK sir. He was quite involved in the whole thing. So we brainstormed, came up. It was like pre-release, first look, pre-release, and the release week, the post release. We broke it into that. We had a lot of brand partners come on board. Like Aamir sir knew the Tata Group, so he got Indicom on board. And then, so I'll tell you who all we worked with. So it was called, Viacom 18 was called Studio 18. So they were the domestic distributors, and Reliance was the overseas distributor. Music was by T-Series, and those days we had mobile gaming. So I think Bollywood Hungama was the gaming partner,
Hungama,
and we had Hungama. Yeah, back then it was Hungama. So Hungama was the.
No, Hungama is still there. Hungama is the parent company, and Bollywood Hungama is part of it.
Yeah, so Hungama was the gaming partner, digital partner. India Games was the gaming partner, and we had FX Labs for the 3D game. So 7 departments were working on it. And I remember like one of the days, I thought, man, Amir sir is great. So for the overseas promotions, we had 1,000 CDs to be autographed and signed. And he came, we gave it to him during dubbing. Between the dubbing, he used to come out for 10 minutes, sign 15, like 100 or whatever, and then give it. He took 2-3 hours time, but he finished all of them. So they were to be shipped to UK to be given in the radio stations there. So that was my MBA. That was my filmmaking MBA. I learned filmmaking, not just marketing. I learned my filmmaking on that project of 1.5 years.
Well, I think that's a family story.
Yeah. Even as an actor, a lot of things I've learned on how involved an actor should be.